So my name is Tom Crohan. I'm the president of the Massachusetts Military Heroes Fund. This is the 11th year that we're coming together in service on a tribute to 9/11, and just a huge, huge thank you to everybody showing up. We have a short program. We've had volunteers that have been here since 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'll be here for hours since, and grateful for those that have been here and grateful for those that are just getting here. And to get us started, I would ask Boston EMS to post colors. I'd like to now invite ambassadors from Project 351 to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So, as I noted, I'm the president of the Mass Military Heroes Fund. I'm here on behalf of our board, who are here, Diane, Steve, Christy, Mara, Tom, and Dave, and our extraordinary staff, Diane Nealon and Kathy King, who make this all happen. And the true testament of what we're doing here is, I hope, obvious to everybody. It's to honor and remember September 11th. 18 years ago, we lost nearly 3,000 lives, so that's at the heart of this, is honoring and remembering. We're paying tribute to first responders and all those who have served in the military since, over the course of the last 18 years. And we gain inspiration from the families who have left behind, who are driving purpose and inspiration in all that we do. And this organization was co-founded by myself and Steve Kerrigan and two 9/11 widows. Christy Coombs, who is here with us today, has inspired us from day one. And there's never going to be meaning in the loss that we had on 9/11, for sure, but there is a legacy that we carry on that is dedicated in service and in selflessness and in heroism. And Christy and all of the 9/11 families that have guided us over the last 18 years are an inspiration to me, and I think an inspiration to all of us. And the Massachusetts Military Heroes Fund for the last 11 years has been doing this service project. We'll do a signature event on Memorial Day. The mission of the Massachusetts Military Heroes Fund is to support families, bereaved families of Massachusetts who have lost a loved one serving our country post 9/11. And sadly, we've had losses going back all the way close to 9/11 and just another one last month. So the loss continues. The need for the services that we provide are great. And one of the core elements of our organization is building community. And that's what today is all about. And we do it intentionally here on the Rose Kennedy Greenway. Rose Kennedy was a Gold Star mother herself. The Kennedy family has dedicated their life to service, and that's what today is all about. It's serving. It's giving back to members of the military who are currently serving overseas, and certainly veterans that have served overseas and now are in need of support. So we're really, really grateful to a lot of partners and sponsors and supporters and ultimately volunteers who help make this happen. So bear with me just for a minute, because I want to make sure I get all of them right. So we have General Smith from the National Guard here, representing the National Guard. Andy McCauley, CEO of the New England Center and Home for Veterans, is here. They're one of the beneficiaries. Superintendent Cheryl Poppy from the Chelsea Soldiers Home is here. They're another beneficiary. We're going to have the mayor of Boston here shortly. He's a tremendous advocate for this organization and a tremendous advocate for the military and for veterans. He'll be here shortly, and is represented by the Veteran Services Commissioner, Robert Santiago, and then sponsors. We have John Hancock, a number of volunteers in the blue shirts. Thank you, John Hancock. Bank of America, Biogen, Boston Financial Management, Bright House Financial, Dan Magoon, our partners at the Mass Fallen Heroes, 9/11 Day, Chase, CMBG3 Law, CoStar Group, Jeff Coombs Memorial Foundation, and Harbor One. And most importantly, all of you. Volunteers are the only way this all comes together, and I am extraordinarily proud of the partnership that we have established with Project 351. And Carolyn Casey and her team and all of the white and navy blue shirts that are represented in front of us are young people from across the Commonwealth who have done hundreds of service projects to bring the donations that are housed underneath these tents together to ensure that the men and women who receive them know that there is a caring community that is behind them, and it's an inspiration to me that it's young people that are driving this. And there is, as many of you know, rocks that are lining up the side of the Greenway here that Project 351 has helped create, and just gives this event and all that they do tremendous meaning. And it's my honor to be associated with Project 351, and my extraordinary honor to be introducing our next speaker, the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, a tremendous champion for the military, a tremendous champion for veterans, and a tremendous advocate and leader for Project 351. Please welcome Governor Baker.
Thank you very much. You're going to see a lot of hashtags today that say never forget. And I think it's important for us to just focus on that idea for a minute. Because 18 years ago, families and friends all over the U.S. lost families and friends, innocent victims of a terrible day of terror. And for them, today is about never forget. And to make it personal, our oldest son got married 2 weeks ago. He's 28 years old. There's a 25-year-old brother and a 22-year-old daughter. They were 10, 7, and 4 on 9/11. So over the course of the past 18 years, we've had 3 kids get learner permits and learn to drive. We've had 3 kids graduate from high school. We've had 3 kids go to college. We've had 3 kids graduate from college. And we had our oldest get married. We've had a chance to celebrate our family and all that means for the past 18 years. To all those people who lost folks on 9/11, and to the thousands of others who died as a result of the illnesses that they incurred cleaning up that site and digging through the rubble, they didn't get the last 18 years. And that's why never forget is so important to them. They want us to remember their family members and their friends. And to take an opportunity like today to speak up for them. You know who else wants us to never forget? All those men and women who are serving all over the world to keep us safe and represent the interests of the United States. Voluntarily doing that. And what you're doing today, by putting together those care packages and sending them off to them, with little notes about how much you appreciate their service and their commitment to us, and their willingness to spend days, weeks, months, years away from their friends and families, that's our chance to say never forget to them. And that's in many respects what makes this such a special day. And you add to that the work that the Mass Military Heroes Fund does for all those who've lost their lives serving this country in the war on terror since 9/11. Some of those families are our neighbors. And I can tell you something. Nothing means more to them than we never forget the sacrifice and the commitment that was made by their family member on behalf of the rest of us. So today is about never forget. Today is about service. Today is about paying it forward and giving back. And I just want to say on behalf of the Commonwealth, a grateful Commonwealth, how much we appreciate all that you are doing to deliver exactly that today. God bless and thank you.
Governor, you honor us by your presence. Thank you for being here, not just this year, but every year. I'm gonna ask the EMS to retire the colors, and then I'm gonna come back and make a couple logistical announcements. So with that, if you could retire the colors, please. So Diane reminded me I have a few people I missed and I need to thank. So let me do that, and then I'm going to get into the logistics. So Joe O'Connell, who is a star volunteer every year for us. Weymouth firefighters, there's a story behind thanking the Weymouth firefighters that Dan knows, and we'll make sure we give them more than just the thanks from the podium. United States Postal Service, they're going to help us make sure that the 250 care packages get to the men and women serving overseas. And of course, our partners at the Rose Kennedy Greenway, along with the Springfield and Worcester Armories, all of the vet centers, and I think that's it. So we're going to be doing 250 care packages and putting together 500 backpacks in the tents that are here in front of us. We have tent captains. If I could ask the tent captains to go to your stations now. So all of the tent captains, if you can move to your stations. Everybody else hold for a minute. All of those that are going to be volunteering, and by volunteering I mean filling the care packages, in a few short seconds are going to invite you to go out this way. We're essentially going to line you up, and you're going to start walking down, and we're going to start the service project at that corner. And so once the tent captains are in place, which it seems like they are, I'm going to invite all of our volunteers, if you can begin lining up this way. We're going to be moving some of the speaking participants and some of the other folks up here down to that way going this way. So if we can just encourage everybody to go this way, you're going to hold, and we're going to get started in just a few minutes. And just another huge thank you for everybody being here. It means the world to us. So thank you very much. Let's go serve.
And our First Lady is here.
And of course, our First Lady. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lauren Baker, for being here. The champion for the Commonwealth and the champion for Project 251.
Yes.
Thank you.
First Lady, yes. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna just check. I'll come back to you guys. We'll QC it. You
This is what community looks like. Thank you, everybody.